Hey, this is Jeff out here at Flow Toyota in Statesville, North Carolina, located right off of I-77. Today we're going to be talking about the 2014 Scion FRS. We're going to get in, take a test drive, go out and see what we can do with the car, as well as talk about some of the features and capabilities of the 2014 Scion FRS. So before we take the 2014 FRS out on the road, let's take a quick walk around and look at all the features. The 2014 FRS isn't your typical Scion. Economy and practicality are still evident, but they're not the priority. Instead, the Toyota-styled Subaru-built sports car is engineered from the ground up to be fun, light, agile, and affordable. Even compared to cars costing twice as much or more, the FRS is one of the most engaging new cars around. Simple surfaces and classic proportions, as well as details at the nose and tail, will give a modern aerodynamic look to the car. The fenders themselves are slightly flared and also bulge upward from the hood line. The side profile sees the roof sweep up and dive down again in a graceful arc, meeting the rear fenders and stubby tail. Sleek, low, and curvy, the FRS manages the old-school long hood, short deck proportions that for many define the look of a sports car. Detail work at the nose includes a wide grille opening, sharp angled vents in the lower fascia, and smooth curves that flow into the hood and fenders. The ventilated disc brakes are easy to modulate and control the car's weight and tire fitment, easily surviving a half dozen laps on a track or backcountry road. With 6 airbags, anti-lock brakes, stability and traction control, all among the standard safety equipment on the FRS, it received a 5-star overall score, hands down. Let's take a look underneath the hood of this 200 horsepower 2-liter Boxster motor and see what we're working with here. Under the hood, you'll find a 2-liter horizontally opposed 4-cylinder engine rated at 200 horsepower, with most of the power living toward the top of the 7,400 RPM tachometer. The engine sits low and rearward in the nose, linked to either a 6-speed manual or paddle-shifted 6-speed automatic transmission powering the rear wheels. The low price tag might make you think it's cheaply made, especially inside, but you'd be wrong. In fact, the FRS's interior, though simple, looks and feels rather nice. Inside it is basic, but well built and handsome, if not quite beautiful. The cabin of the FRS follows a sports car-minded concept using carbon look accents and durable plastics molded in flowing simple lines. The nearly monochromatic upholstery helps put the gauge cluster front and center for the driver. The seats in the front are where the FRS's interior really shines. They're well bolstered, comfortable, with plenty of leg and hip room for larger and taller drivers. Sitting in the FRS isn't a chore either. Although there's a sound pipe to bring some of the car's growling engine into the cabin, very little actual exhaust noise is heard at all. Cargo space isn't abundant, but it's not bad for a 2+2 coupe. The trunk is reasonably sized and well shaped, allowing medium-sized bags to fit easily. The rear seats also fold flat to open up much more horizontal space. Scion says the FRS was designed to hold 4 wheels, tires, a toolbox, and a helmet, all you need for a basic day at the track. All right guys, let's go have some fun and take the FRS out for a spin. All right, so we're going to go for a spin in the 2014 Scion FRS. Great control here of the wheel. Just want to make sure we've got everything in place the way we want it. Get our seat adjusted here right. You know, I'm a pretty big guy, but I've got plenty of room here in the car. All my controls, everything's just kind of built around the driver. Let's face it, it's a sports car. It's built for speed, it's built for fun, and that's what we're going to do. So the car we're driving today is a automatic shift, but the cool thing is you still have your capabilities of doing the select a shift. Paddle controls here on the steering wheel, so we've got it in our our manual shift mode right now. So let's go for a drive and see what the 200 horsepower can do. Immediately right there, just immediate response of the throttle. Again, fun with the paddle shift. You play around with it. And when you want this thing to go, it goes. Firm ride in the car. You do have your control here, so you can change it to a sport mode. And if you want it to be in the sport mode, it changes the suspension. It changes how aggressive you are on the road. Again, you can play around with this thing. It's got, you know, a snow mode, so that if you're into a little bit of slippery condition, you can adjust the suspension to fit that. But you've also got your traction control And if you want to play around a little bit, you just turn the contraction control off so that you, the driver, you're in control of it. You know, one thing you've got in a lot of today's cars is you've got your steering wheel hands control. Well, you don't have that in the FRS, but it's mainly because the compactness of the driver's area, everything's right at your fingertips anyway. I mean, I've got my hands firmly on the steering wheel, and I can still turn my radio on, turn it off. I've got cruise control right here on the wheel. Again, you know, you've got your paddle shifts, but everything you need, wiper controls, everything is right here at your hands. So no need for cluttering up the steering wheel. That's made us to hang on to and control the 200 horsepower. Let's talk about safety for a little bit. You know, we're in a sports car, you may be doing things you really shouldn't be doing, and just in case you're in an accident, Scion has got some great features built in. You've got your front standard airbag. You've got your side curtain airbag. It's going to protect you and deploy out from any kind of side crash. And then you've also got your airbags here in the lower side that'll protect you as well. One thing to help get you from being in a wreck is the four-wheel disc ABS braking system that they've built in. So if you really need to get on the brakes, this thing's going to stop on a dime for you. You know, one thing we all look at today is our expense of driving and owning a vehicle. With the FRS, the biggest thing you're going to notice, number one, is that the MSRP on the FRS is going to be a lot lower than some of the other sports car in its class. So right there, you're going to have an initial savings. But the other thing you're going to notice is in the fuel economy. This little car is cranking out 200 horsepower, but you're still getting 30 miles per gallon on the highway, 22 in the city. So that's dramatic savings and having fun while you're doing it. So again, that's just a few things to think about when you're looking at purchasing a sports car. Okay, so we've got plenty of headroom in the car. You can see that. You know, I'm a good sized guy. You know, I'm compact, but that's what we're built around. Leg room, I'm comfortable, and I don't even have the seat all the way back. Now let's just go ahead and face it. They've put, you know, rear seats in the car, but unless you've got your four-legged companion, your dog that's going to ride with you, someone like that, or a small child, they're about the only ones that are going to be comfortable back there. If you're packing friends in, they may not like you too much if you're going on a long trip. Just something to think about, you know, in the FRS. Neither the power or torque figures are off the charts, but fortunately the FRS is less about its 0 to 60 time and more about what it does entering a corner at 60. And what that is convert gasoline and emotion into an infinite supply of fun behind the wheel. Light and balanced, and with a number of factory performance upgrades available, including a cold air intake, an exhaust system, lowering springs, strut tie braces, anti-roll bars, upgraded wheels, and larger brake kits, the possibilities are left up to the owner's imagination and the pocketbook. Once you've reconciled yourself with grabbing the Boxer 4 by the nape of its neck and squeezing for all it's worth, the FRS becomes a second skin. Nimble, light by modern standards, and incredibly neutral in its balance, the Scion FRS captures the essence of what a sports car should be: honest, inexpensive, and fun. Guys, I hope you enjoyed yourself today. I hope you enjoyed the video, seeing all the cool things you can do in the FRS. But the only way to experience it for yourself is to come out. Come to Flow Toyota Scion of Statesville, take a test drive. Get one of our great guys here to take you around, let you see all the things you can do. And hey, maybe you don't want to take a new car home. They've got great quality pre-owns as well. So come on out. Flow Toyota Scion of Statesville. Visit them online at flowtoyotaofstatesville.com. They're right here in Statesville, North Carolina, off I-77, just about 20 minutes from anywhere. We'll see you there.